All right, welcome back to the channel. Max Tornow here, coming to you from Helsinki Airport, and it's a wonderful Monday. And in this video, I want to be talking about what is the best business model that allows you, excuse me, to be free and travel the world as we're trying to find our gate here. So, if you like the idea of being your own boss and making enough money so you can be free, and most importantly, making the right kind of money that allows you the freedom to travel around, then pay attention right now because this video is for you. Let's get started.
Have you ever wondered whether there's more to life than a boring dead-end 9-to-5 job? Have you ever dreamed about breaking free, traveling the world, making good money, and just enjoying life? No more office dress code, no morning commute, no boss. This channel is for you, so here's to your freedom.
All right, so first and foremost, you basically want to be finding a business model that is easy to start, okay? Where you don't necessarily need a crazy degree or a certificate, or where you don't even need necessarily to be super experienced in running a business, okay? Now, the best business model to start with, obviously I'm biased, but it is still very true because I see it in my clients every day, is online coaching or online service providing. Those things are very, very easy to start it. It's not regulated, and obviously that's a good thing and a bad thing because the international market is not regulated. That means that anybody can get started. Now, obviously there's a lot of bad people getting started, but the good thing about that is that quality always comes through. That means if you do it right and if you're committed, then you can easily rise to the top. And the thing is too, you don't even need to be rising to the top. All you need to do is be 2 to 3 steps ahead of the average person. And if you position yourself properly and if you have the right type of premium pricing as well, you can easily get a couple of clients, and you can focus on these couple of clients to give them real value based on your own personal experience. And at the same time, you can live off that. And that's really, really good. So, what we're doing with our clients is we usually tell them as a first milestone to get to 10K a month, $10,000 or euros a month. And it's really not that difficult to get to that if you know how. All right, so which leads me to the next point. You want to basically focus on something that has high profit margins. A lot of people talk about, selling a physical product or something like that, or even creating a big brand. I'll get to that in a second. But you don't want to be focusing on those things. Yeah, our gate is over there. We have to go left. If you sell a physical product, especially with really whack business models like drop shipping and the like, you're sitting on a lot of costs. And if you don't know how that's being done, meaning if you're new to the idea of having your own business, then you're literally going to throw money out the window, and you don't want to do that, okay? And like I said, a lot of people nowadays think like, in order to be positioned as an expert, in order to be an online coach, online service provider, I have to have a big brand and whatnot, and have to have a podcast and a YouTube and stuff like that. But not at all. You don't have to have that at all. Most of our clients, in fact, that are making 4 to 5 figures a month, some of the 6-figure clients that we have, they don't even have a website, okay? Not only do they have not a huge following on social media, no, they don't even have a goddamn website because it's unnecessary, okay? This whole create a lot of content and build a huge brand type of thing, it's, that's how people used to do things back in 2012, 2013, that era. Nowadays, you don't have to do that at all, okay? And yeah, also here, online coaching and online service providing is just the best way to do it because you don't need to have this big runtime in the beginning where you're just working a lot without making a lot of money. In fact, you can easily get to your first 4, even 5 figures within your first couple of weeks. We're a little late here getting to our flight. Anyways, let's talk about the good million versus the bad million. You might have heard me talk about this concept before. Now, a lot of people say like, it's all about money, it's all about money, it's all about money. Well, I disagree. I dare to disagree. It is in fact about freedom. That is all that money should be for, freedom, all right? So if you'd really ask me, like if I would have to pick between making 2 million a year, but being tied to a corporate job, and making 1 million a year, or making freaking 200,000 a year, but I'll be able to travel the world, then I'd definitely pick the 200,000 a year, right? Many people nowadays, they're in this golden cage. They're making a lot of money. At the end of the day, they can't do anything with that money. They're not able to travel around. So at the end of the day, you want to be in a position where you travel somewhere warm if you hate winters, or travel somewhere cold if you hate summers. I personally love snowboarding, so I always stay in Europe over Christmas time. I love it. I love Christmas. I love snow. I love the cold, and all these things. But, whenever I feel like, I'm getting too cold, I want to warm up a little bit, I'll just hop on a flight and fly somewhere nice and warm and, go swimming there, jump in the ocean or whatnot. Now, you got to understand that you want to pick something that is easy to start, like I said, that has high profit margins, like I said. And most importantly, you want to start something that gives you location independence and time independence. Okay, you want to basically be doing something that allows you to work from wherever you want, whenever you want, with a handful of clients. You don't want to have to create a big info product and whatnot, because people always say, I want to do an info product and then sell it over my YouTube channel or something like that, because it's automated income, right? But the problem with that is, first of all, your clients are barely going to get results. Trust me, I've tried it very, very, very many times to create an info product. There would always be a handful of clients that would get results, but most importantly, people don't just need the information. The information is out there, okay? Even the stuff that I teach, the information is for free out there on the internet. But the problem is, it's not about information. People want to be held accountable. People need to get feedback. People need to get in a dialogue with their coach, with their mentor, right? And that's where the most important things are for you when you create a business. You want to have happy clients that get results. Which brings me to the next point, and that might be a very controversial point. You might not agree with me yet, but not working at all doesn't work either, okay? Trust me, I've tried that for, I think, over a year, maybe 14 months or so, just not working at all. It doesn't work, okay? At this point, I have enough money. I don't need to work anymore, but I choose to do so because of one important thing, and that is called fulfillment, okay? You need something that fulfills you. You need something that allows you to grow. And obviously, ideally, that is helping other people, okay? Money is really, really fulfilling. Freedom is fulfilling. But there's always two things that you want to be doing with your money. Number one is you want to be sharing it with family members, with loved ones, with friends. You want to have great experiences, not alone, but with other people. Okay, I'm an introvert. I always thought I only need to do things alone, but in fact, it is really important, and it is very, very fulfilling if you're sharing this with other people. And the second thing is, what you want to be doing with money is you want to be nurturing your passion, and you want to help other people out. Okay, there's just nothing more amazing to see if you're a coach, a mentor, and you see your clients crushing it, someone overcoming their fears, someone getting better at something that you're helping them out, someone actually getting results because of your help, and that really, really means a lot. You'll see that once you start making more and more money, you feel like that money is something that drives you a little less, but it's actually more the help that you can offer other people and the results that they're getting through that. And I can highly recommend you doing that. And again, here, online coaching, online service providing is the best way to do that, because you're in contact with your clients on a very, very regular basis. Okay, and regarding the point that I said earlier, time independence and location independence, nowadays I'm shooting this on an iPhone right now. I have all my clients in this iPhone, which means there's WhatsApp, there's Skype live calls, video calls, etc., that allow me to coach my clients from wherever I want. Okay, I'm going to jump on a little call with a client once I land, just helping them out and getting them onto the right point and stuff like that. And for smaller things, I can use WhatsApp voice messages, and so on and so forth, and it just works. And that is something that wasn't there a couple of years before. A couple of years ago, if you're my age, you remember that live streaming via video wasn't even possible, wasn't even a thing back then. And again, that in turn leads you to being location independent and time independent, and that in turn leads you to working just the right amount. You're working because it makes you happy. You're working because it makes your clients happy, and that in turn makes you even happier. And last but not least, online coaching and online service providing allows you to work just the right amount, so you still have time, tons of time in fact, to nurture any other passions. Okay, for myself, I love snowboarding, I love playing guitar, and I haven't monetized these passions into my business, but I have so much time to do that. I love languages. I'm learning Russian right now, so that means through my business, I have all this extra time so I can nurture my passions, I can get better at that. So really think about, what are the things that you wanted to pick up all your life, right? Maybe you want to do jiu-jitsu classes, maybe you don't want to learn an instrument, but you couldn't because you're stuck in a 9-to-5 job, right? If you're an online coach or online service provider, you will have all this time at your disposal that you can then invest into all these cool things that you've always wanted to do. I literally picked up playing PS4 again. So I've downloaded Final Fantasy VIII, the remastered version. I'm playing Death Stranding and all these cool things that I couldn't do for a very, very long time. And I'm now having all the spare time at my hand. And, you know, that in turn nurtures my passion. That in turn makes me want to give my clients more results, and so on and so forth. And you're just part of this wonderful, wonderful upward spiral. Now, that being said, I'm rambling a little bit, and I got to hop on my flight in a second. When you say, yes, you also want to get started as an online coach, as an online service provider, you want to become successful, and most importantly, you want to be free, then you can literally jump on a free consultation call, either with me directly or with an expert from my team. All you have to do is you click that link down in the description below. That link brings you to a page, and at the bottom of that page, you fill out the application. All right, the application fill out takes maybe 2 minutes, and then you can book the exact date and time where you want us to call you. Now, that call is entirely for free. There's no hidden costs, even if it's international whatsoever, but it is only for action takers, okay? So if you're serious about this, book that free consulting call. We're gonna get you on a call, and on that call, we'll basically be giving you step-by-step instruction on how you specifically in your situation can get started, okay? To break free from the 9-to-5 rat race and build your own successful online business as a coach, service provider, or consultant. Now, if you already have a skill and you want to learn how to monetize it, that call is for you. If you're not 100% sure yet what it is that you could be doing, but you like the idea of freedom, that call is for you as well. We can analyze your strengths. We know how the market works. We can tell you what model is the best. And obviously also, if you're already making money a little bit, but you want to do it more legit, you want to do it more consistently, and you want to scale it, then that call is for you. We can help you out with that. So I'm going to hop on that flight now. I wish you a very, very good day. Thank you for watching, and take action, right? This video has been a complete waste of time unless you're using it to take action. So maybe talk to you very, very soon on that call. Thank you, and bye-bye.